So you want to gain muscle mass and put on some weight. And you're gonna obviously do that by bulking. But if you follow the conventional advice on bulking, you run a high risk of actually destroying your body and your health and maybe achieving your goal but at a great cost. And you're gonna feel terrible doing it. That's why today I'm gonna tell you the secrets about bulking that nobody in the fitness industry tells you. So you've probably heard of the debate of clean bulking versus dirty bulking. And what the problem is that people claim that clean bulking, so eating like only healthy foods while bulking and not eating too much junk food like burgers or like sugar or whatever, is gonna prevent you from gaining a lot of fat while bulking, but like you're only gonna gain muscle. And that's actually wrong. You can't really gain muscle without gaining fat at the same time. You could actually just eat salad, but if you're in a calorie surplus eating salad, you're still gonna gain fat. So that's like the biggest counter argument against clean bulking. On the other hand, there's dirty bulking, where people tell you that the only thing that matters is that you are in a calorie surplus, and where those calories come from doesn't really matter as long as you get enough protein. And that's also actually wrong. So when you dirty bulk, you're gonna have a lot of negative effects on your body. You're gonna fuck up your hormonal health, you're gonna feel bloated all the time, it's gonna impair your training, you're probably not gonna be able to eat as much as you want. And if you destroy your digestion with this unhealthy diet, you might even develop acid reflux and you're not gonna be able to eat a lot of food anyways, and you're gonna destroy your sleep. So how do you come to the truth of what to do when you're bulking actually? To find this out, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my story. When I first started out bulking, I only cared about the calories. I thought that, calories in, calories out, and that's it. And I really didn't care about eating any health, like in any way healthy. I was like neglecting vegetables. I was eating a lot of unhealthy carbs. I was eating a lot of fast food. I was eating like every day I was eating a pizza, and it was just bad. I was eating chips a lot. It was really not good. And I was really struggling with my appetite. I was feeling bloated all the time. I was having a hard time going to the gym after I ate. And then eventually I started developing acid reflux. Let me tell you, acid reflux, you really don't want to get to the point where it's that bad. You can't eat any stuff that's like fatty. You can't eat any like bigger meals because you're instantly gonna start having problems with your stomach acid, and it's gonna actually destroy your sleep as well. Because when you're trying to sleep with acid reflux, you can't really lay down because this puts your body in a position where the acid more easily comes up to your throat. I actually had to sit down for like 3 hours before I could go to sleep because I had to wait for the acid reflux to come down before I could even sleep. And like imagine that, you're gonna have like 3 hours shaved off your sleep because of this. This is really gonna be horrible for your recovery. But then I realized at that point I was like really, really desperate, and I was like, how can I fix this? And then so I started looking into the literature on this, and I actually found some solutions to this that helped me actually gain much more weight and feel much better about myself doing it. Like I've never been this healthy. And I'm gonna share this with you today. So number one, this is like the easiest thing, and it's like an actionable step for you right now. You're gonna have to get a multivitamin. So what's probably the biggest problem with your digestion and your diet as a whole right now is that you're lacking vitamins. If you're eating a diet that's not really comprised of a lot of animal proteins and vegetables and fruits, you're probably lacking vitamins a lot. On top of that, you're probably exercising a lot, and this makes you an athlete. And as an athlete, you're gonna need much more vitamins and minerals. We're gonna call them micronutrients for this video, that's what they're called scientifically. You're gonna need a lot more of those if you wanna meet your needs. So a multivitamin can be a great way to start. This is gonna help you at first relieve your problems that you currently have and get you feeling much better about yourself, improve your performance. And then in the future, once you get your diet, improve your diet, it's gonna bridge that gap between like almost meeting your needs and then getting you that extra amount of vitamins and minerals that you need because of your athletic endeavors. But beware that this is not a substitute for a good diet. You're gonna have to consume a lot of your vitamins and minerals in their natural form, so from animal proteins and fruits and so on, because as a powdered form they are much less bioavailable. You might see that on these vitamins, you see that they cover like 150% of your daily intake, but this is actually not true because the body cannot absorb the vitamins as well in powdered form. So you're gonna have to get your vegetables in, you're gonna have to get your fruits in and your animal proteins. So number two, cut out your carbs. Now not every carb. You're gonna A low carb diet is definitely gonna be good for digestion, but if you're bulking, you're gonna have to get a lot of calories from the carbs. So the only carbs you can eat are rice and potatoes. And this is because they're the ones that are most easily digestible. You can't eat bread, you can't eat cornflakes, you can't eat bran, you can't eat pasta, you can't eat brown rice actually, because those are high in phytic acids, and phytic acids are really not that good for your digestion. Now you can eat them occasionally, but the bulk of your diet should be comprised of other stuff. So why are carbs hard to digest? So when it comes to grains and legumes and all that, the problem is that these are not meant to be consumed by you. They are like the roots of the plant or whatever, and the plant doesn't want you to eat them. However, fruits, on the other hand, they are meant to be eaten, because the seeds inside of the fruits are how the plant reproduces, and so they want animals, and for like as humans, to eat them and then grab them out and distribute them. And that's why fruits taste like so good and whatever, and you don't have to, you can like eat the fruit directly off the plant. Like all the other stuff, you have to boil them to make them edible, like for example potatoes or rice. However, potatoes and rice are the least processed of the carbs, and this is what you generally want to go for, the least processed foods you can get, and so the least processed carbs are going to be the best for digestion. Number 3, incorporate vegetables and animal proteins, and fruits for that matter. They're very rich in vitamins and minerals. They're going to get you the protein that you need, the fiber that you need, all the good stuff. Also they're easily digestible, and as I said, easily bioavailable. So this should make up the bulk of your diet and your vitamin and micronutrient intake. You can prioritize animal proteins because they are less rich, and you don't want actually all that much fiber, because fiber isn't really that digestible. So you want to have, of course, a lot of vegetables, but not too many vegetables. The bulk of your vitamins should come from your animal proteins, so your eggs, your ground beef, your chicken, all that stuff. I'm gonna have a quick juice break right here. Good stuff. You can also get your vitamins in very easily through juices. This is another way you can like increase the calorie intake, because like drinking juice doesn't fill you up at all. It's really easily digestible, and it has a lot of vitamins. So like I drink a lot of orange juice, cranberry juice for the iodine. This is really great, so I can only recommend juices. And then at the end, there are some ways you can actually improve your digestion through your actions. So 2 things you can do that are really easy is chew your food properly. The digestion, as you will all know, starts in the mouth. So if you like wolf down your food really quickly and don't really chew it, you're gonna have a hard time digesting it. And then you're gonna have to take a 10-minute walk after each meal. This is gonna engage the muscles around your stomach and help the stomach break down the food much more easily. And you believe me, you're gonna feel much better after the 10-minute walk. Like after I have my lunch, I always take the 10-minute walk, so I'm like as well digested as possible before I head to the gym. And this is also gonna prevent the crash that you might have in energy after a big meal, because you get outside, you get yourself moving, and you don't like slump down on the couch. This is great for productivity. You know, when you're working, a lot of the times, the high amount of food that you're gonna have to eat is gonna fuck with your productivity. And if you wanna do like anything else besides going to the gym, then you're gonna wanna get your digestion as good as possible. So that's it, guys. I'm just gonna repeat it. Get your multivitamin right now. Get up, take a walk after you eat, chew your food properly, cut out those bad carbs. It's gonna be hard, but you're gonna have to do it if you wanna maximize your goals. And then get some vegetables in you, get some meats in you, and you're gonna be set. That's it for today, guys. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions.